QST, good evening one and all. This is Kilo 6, Oscar, Kilo United. Monroe County Areas Net will begin in approximately 3 minutes. 3-minute call for the Monroe County Areas Net. KK6, okay, standing by for net. QST, this is Kilo 6, Oscar, Kilo United. Before we begin the net, does anybody need to use the repeater? If so, please call now. All right, it's 2000 hours on this beautiful Wednesday evening in East Tennessee. My name is Mike Indigo Kilo Echo. I am net control this evening for the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. I'm now calling the net, and this net meets every Wednesday, this bat time, this bat frequency. And should a backup repeater be needed, I encourage everybody to flip over to the 147.315. That repeater has a tone of 141.3 with a positive 0.6 offset. The purpose of this net is to encourage interest in and to provide information about amateur radio emergency services in Monroe County, and to provide members practice in the net control role. Monroe County Areas is under the direction of the ARRL appointed emergency coordinator and the Monroe County Emergency Management Agency. This organization offers communication services to public service and governmental agencies as requested. November 4, Papa Oscar Delta, N4POD, are you by frequency? KK6, OKU, net control.
Yeah, N4PD, I am here.
I got a real bad, well, maybe that's me. Okay, never mind. Can you please QSY to the 145.250 and make an announcement that the net is started on the .270, please.
Yeah, QSL. I'll go ahead and do that. N4PD.
Much appreciated there, Jeff. Alrighty. All amateurs are welcome to this net. You do not have to be a member of ARRS to join this net. This is a directed net, so please address all transmissions to net control. As always, emergency priority traffic will take precedence and be handled immediately. Should an emergency arise during the net, please call break. Should net control not hear the brake in any station may indicate an emergency brake has been requested to net control. Alrighty, are there any stations with priority traffic for the net or emergency traffic? Please call now. Hearing none at this time, I'd like to confirm that Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Victor is online and logging the net. You by chance by frequency?
Net control, this is Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Victor, your Wednesday evening logger, online and ready to go.
John, much appreciate you doing that. And at this time, I'd like to go ahead and relay in KF4DKW, David, from Logan County, associated with Logan County Aries as the emergency coordinator. Unfortunately, he won't be able to make it tonight, but he did contact me personally and asked me to go ahead and relay him in. QSL.
That's a roger. That has been entered and taken care of. Back to net control.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. At this time, I'll go ahead and take check-ins from Monroe County Aries members. Please give your call sign twice, once least phonetically, as well as your name and location, and then wait for the next station to call in so I could recognize the station that has called. All right, we'll go ahead and start taking check-ins. Monroe County Aries members.
Net control. This is KE0 GBR, Kilo Echo 0, Golf Bravo Romeo, Mick and Maryville.
Top of the evening to you, Mick, and yeah, I definitely do some gargling or something, but it's been kind of rough there. I just take it easy and take care of yourself. I appreciate you taking the time out for your day to go ahead and support your local emergency service group. Next check-in for the Monroe County Aries Net. Please call now.
This is Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Uniform Golf, KO4 PUG Randy in Massville.
Good evening, Randy. Good to hear everybody out there today. Nice to be back, too. Appreciate you taking the time to check in, sir. And next check-in for the MCARES Net, please call now.
Net control, this is W4 WI Whiskey 4 Whiskey India Foxtrot. Sharon, Monroe County Aries member, at the QTH in Philadelphia.
Top of the evening there, Sharon. Much appreciate you checking in this evening. And thanks for covering me yesterday on the Monroe Net. Well, I do much appreciate that. I got some rest and I'm doing much better. We'll open it up here shortly for comments and questions and concerns and ramblings of the day after bed. Taking check-ins right now from Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service members. Come now with your call twice. Once phonetically, name and location.
Net control. Net control, please recognize K4MJF, Kilowatt 4, Mexico, Juliet, Florida, non-standard phonetics, Loudoun County, Monroe County Aries.
Appreciate you out there, Michael. Glad to know where you're at and where you're headed. And who you're affiliated with, definitely. Fun day today. And Mike, if you don't mind standing by, I'd like to bring up the announcement and news for the Potapalooza when I open that slot. Good to hear you out there, my brother, and appreciate your support. Next check-in for the MCARES Weekly Net. Please call now. All right, we'll go ahead and catch some lake stations in a little bit. We'll go ahead and ask now for some liaison stations. That would be areas members from outside Monroe County and or visitors that would like to check in. Please call now with your call sign twice, once phonetically, name and location.
Net control. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Bravo Juliet Uniform, KQ4 BJU, Lee, unaffiliated.
Good evening there, Lee. And where might you be at?
Von Orr.
Oh, Lee. I didn't recognize the voice or the call. I guess I've been away from my radio too long. But definitely, most certainly good to have you out there. And I thought we had you already set up, but we'll talk about that. If not, we'll get you set up. Next check-in, looking for liaison stations or visitors that would like to check in the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. Please call now with your call sign twice, once phonetically, name and location.
Whiskey 1, Foxtrot, Juliet Foxtrot, W1FJF, name's Fred, Loudon, Tennessee.
Top of the evening, Fred. We sure appreciate you taking your time to go out and hop on Radio Leo here and give us a shout out. Appreciate you supporting Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Services, my friend. For all those monitoring, don't hesitate to look us up online and check out the happenings, the latest and greatest, what's going on in and around Monroe County, what's happening with areas in our area and above and beyond, and local news and events. Also, you can find the net schedule for who's calling the net and who's logging the net on the website. And with that, we'll go ahead and take any and all stations that would like to check in the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. Please call now.
Net control.
Sierra X-Ray Papa, WA8, SXP, Pat in South Meigs County.
Good evening, Pat. Good to hear you out there. Almost didn't quite capture you, but we definitely got you. I do want to check with John, KB4 TV. Did you copy that call sign?
I have Whiskey Alpha 8, Sierra X-Ray, QSL.
Yes, sir. Sure appreciate them checking in. And with that, we'll go back to any and all amateur radio licensed operators that would like to check into the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service. Please call now.
KM4 OJK, Fred in Tellico.
Well, I most certainly hear the voice out there. Tellico Village being represented this evening. Good evening, Brad. Glad to have you out here. Thank you for taking the time to go ahead and support Monroe. Next check-in. I guess you know what? It's been about 10 minutes, right? Yeah, maybe 11. All right, my bad. This is Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo United, KK60KU, with the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. And we're taking any and all check-ins from any and all who wish to check in. Don't have to be a member of ARES to do so. We invite and encourage anyone to do so. Please call now with your call sign twice, name and location.
Net control. This is November 4, Pop Oscar Delta and 4 PD, Jeff in Madisonville, Monroe County, ARES.
Our second and only, or one of the only two AECs from Monroe County. Appreciate you being out there, Jeff. I knew I'd get it straight. I know it's been a while, but believe it or not, I did take a radio with me. So Alrighty, any more stations like to check into Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net, please call now. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn it over to news or announcements for the net. Please call now with your call sign.
Net Control, W4WIF.
Net Control recognizes W4WIF. Go ahead there, Sharon. Thank you.
Okay, just reminding everybody, the Monroe Amateur Radio Club will have our October meeting this coming Monday at the Rescue Squad building, 5166 New Highway 68 at 7 p.m. And we're hoping to finish the program and get it ready for the meeting on takeoff angles. So encourage any and all in the area to come out, visit us. Encourage the members to come because we'll also be doing nominations for the 2026 officers. So that saying, looking forward to seeing everybody at the Rescue Squad building this coming Monday night, 7 p.m. Back to Net Control.
Sharon, I appreciate that. Again, that in-person marked meeting is this Monday, 7 o'clock, at the Rescue Squad building. With that, I would like to remind everybody that the Mark Net is on Tuesdays at 2000. So 8 o'clock, fire that radio up on the 145.250 and join Mark for their net. Also, Roane County areas at 147.015. Tuesdays at 2000. And then Loudoun County areas, 2000 on Thursdays on the 146.685. All right, taking any and all news or announcements for that, please call now with your call sign.
N4 PD.
JF.
Had a double there. POD, you got captured. MJF, I did hear you in the background. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to POD first. KK6 OKU with the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. Take it away there, Jeff.
All right. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I know what Mike's going to talk about. So listen up. It's pretty interesting. There was a report. If anybody had checked the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net repeater or website, the MCARES.net site, I had posted some information that was provided to me regarding the MCARES link at Crossville that was down. However, on verifying the current status of it, I just noticed that there was an update from Kevin like 2 minutes ago that says the link to Short Mountain from Crossville has now been restored. And this is literally breaking news. So I haven't even gotten that up on the site yet, but I was going to reiterate that the link currently was down, but appears to be back up now. So that's good news. Good news. And W4KEV runs that link. And I think he said he wanted to thank Kilo November 4 Whiskey Foxtrot November for Steve for helping out with that. So it's good to keep us connected statewide. N4 POD, back to net.
Appreciate that there, Jeff. You heard it first live and in person right here on the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. Glad to hear the link's been restored. It's been down for quite a while. And we do utilize that when need be for the Skywarn net through Monroe. And if there is a opportunity, which you know there will be with our kind of weather, to go ahead and make a report, don't hesitate to do so. If you think it's important, we want to hear about it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and turn it over to K4MJF. Mike, go ahead. You have the comm.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks, Jeff, for that information. Yeah, well, one thing about it, we've got some great repeater owners in the area that know what it takes to keep the repeaters up and running. Kevin's one of them, of course. WB4GBI is the other, and many others as well that we have in our with that like to take care of all of us. Make sure we've got the repeaters we need to use. Just want to say something about the upcoming Podapalooza 2022. Don't forget, this is coming up this Sunday, 11 o'clock, October 23rd. The second annual Podapalooza will be over at Foothills Parkway, Look Rock picnic area. Would love to have you come up there, and let me drop real quick. Don't forget the Podapalooza over at Look Rock picnic area, Foothills Parkway. We're going to have stations set up with Elmer's to help you get your first ever Parks on the Air activation. We're going to be using voice, that is FM and single sideband, data and CW modes, and we will operate 2 meters, 6 meters, 10 meter bands, as well as the lower frequency bands. So even if you don't have your general class license, we still want you to come and join in on the fun, because we're going to have bands where even the technician class license holders can get in there and activate a park. So we'd like for you to come, and if you want to bring something to eat, of course, please bring something with you. Make sure you bring something to drink as well. We're going to have hot coals up there and a lot of good fun. So please come out and join us. That's this Sunday, 11 o'clock, October 23rd, Look Rock picnic area on Foothills Parkway. K4MJF, back to net.
Thank you, Mike. Much appreciate that. I'd like to piggyback on that just a little bit. You don't have to be a newbie to POTA to enjoy the Podapalooza. Even if you do have experience, we highly encourage you and would like to see you folks out there. And Elmer's alike. The more the merrier. Anybody that has that experience that can Elmer somebody else that doesn't will make the day even that much more pleasant. We're going to be activating digital FM and sideband. So there'll be rigs already out there set up. We went out and tested today, had fun doing that, and activated a couple parks while we were at it. As Michael said, we're going to have charcoal fire for you. So bring something to eat, and don't forget your chair. There are park benches out there. However, they'll be tied up pretty much with rigs and folks operating in login. And that's another thing. Login for POTA can be an experience also, and that's another way to go ahead and get out there and learn. Not only is it good for POTA, but it's good for personal use too. Wait. There'll be a whole lot of us out there to have fun, a whole lot of us out there to Elmer, and hopefully we're looking for a whole lot of y'all to activate your first park. We'll take you from A to Z. And if you haven't done so, I would highly encourage you to, and if you plan on coming and or ever activating a park, go ahead and set up your POTA account. Get onto POTA and sign up. You got rules and regulations up there you can read, and you can get your account created, and we can get you logged and get your first activation. All you need is 10 contacts to make an activation in any one park, and it is a whole different side of amateur radio. That's a lot of fun and good prep for an emergency net. Alrighty, we'll continue on. This is Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo United. My name is Mike India Kilo Echo, and I am net control this evening for the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service Net. Are there any more news or announcements for the net? Please call now. All right, well, I'd like to say I'm glad to be home. I was out and about, actually in California for about 3 weeks, leaving my father to rest, saw some family and friends that I hadn't seen in a while. But I'll tell you what, at gasoline out there, the cheapest I found it was $5.95 a gallon. Diesel I don't even want to talk about. The state is dried up and blowing away as we speak. Nothing like home sweet home, where we have trees and weather and good folk, and I just want to say I'm glad to be home. And glad to be back on the air. I really missed both my rigs. I had HTs out there, and it was fun at the airport, being able to monitor my plane communications to ground towers and throughout the trip through the country. The plane ride was fun. Wait. The trip out was uneventful. Half of the trip back was uneventful. And of course, the last leg, there's always got to be something, right? So just a short story shorter. Took off from Dallas, heading into Knoxville. Flight pretty much uneventful. A little bit of turbulence to be expected. We go to land. That's where it got fun. We actually touched down, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I need to go ahead and just tell this pilot what a great job he did and how great of a landing it was. Well, we touched down ever so softly. But when that guy hit the brakes, it was like we were on a slalom course, and I was expecting one of the wingtips to dip any time. It was throwing passengers from left to right. It was swaying so hard. Never experienced something like that in a commercial airliner. That was something to, well, not to repeat. So with that, anyway, I'm glad to be home. And that's the short of it. Are there any late check-ins for the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service now? Please call now. Last call looking for late stations, news, announcements, comments, or any kind of call out for the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service. Now, please call now, or forever hold your peace, at least for a week. Ah!
This is
Hello, Romeo.
Station ended in Romeo. Station ended in Romeo. Again, please.
Great Big Radio.
Mick, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to inform you that I now have my general class license. If you want to update my record in the books, that would be appreciated. And I'm glad to have you back. It's good to hear your voice again. And hopefully I'll see you at the next meeting. Everybody have a great evening and a great weekend. This is KE0GBR.
All right, that great big radio now has a great big license. Congratulations on the general ticket there, Mick. And good to hear you out there, too. I just wish you sounded a bit better. So make sure you rest your voice and take it easy. There was a double with Mick in there, and I want to go ahead and see if that station can go ahead and check in. This is Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo United with the MCARES net. Go ahead.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Tango Echo KO4 MTE.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Tango Echo. Can I get your name and location, sir?
Yeah, this is Derek, Delta Echo Romeo Romeo India Charlie Kilo, and I'm in Marion County, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Outstanding signal, Derek, and I sure do appreciate having you out here. And please, any news or comments or questions for the net? Go ahead.
Oh, no traffic tonight. I've enjoyed listening to you guys. I've been in and out, but I didn't know if I could hold my tongue for a whole week, so I thought I'd jump in there before you closed. KO4 MTE, back to net.
Very much appreciated there, Derek, KO4 MTE. You have a great evening, sir, and you are most welcome to join us anytime. My name is Mike Indigo Kilo Echo, and I am net control and also the EC for the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service. Alrighty, with that, we'll go ahead and give it one more shot and see if we got any late stations that would like to check into the net. Please call now. Alrighty, good time for some water. I want to thank everybody for your participation, and we wish to thank Whiskey for Yankee Jet and also Kilo 4, Delta Kilo Whiskey, for the use of the repeaters, and Kilo Echo 4, Victor Quebec Mike, for the backup repeater use. This is Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo United, and I will be securing the net here at 2027 hours, it looks like. 2027. I'm now returning the repeater to normal amateur use. Everybody have a good evening, 7-3s, and stay safe. JK6, OKU.
Thank you for covering for me, Mike.
Anytime, Mick, you just say so, and we'll, we got each other. That's what we do, and that's another reason why we do the nets like we do, to go ahead and be able to fill in when needed, to help each other out, and to help out our community. And it's all what it is. 7-3s, my friend. Bro, I'm going to break with you and go ahead and give a shout out to John, KB4TV, KK6OKU.
KB4TV, go ahead, Mike.
I got 13, QSL.
That is the exact number I have, and I have two questions. One is Mick is spelled M-I-K, I'm assuming, and his location is?
It is M-I-C-K. Just think of like Mickey Mouse or Mick Jagger. And my location is Maryville.
Did you copy that, John? M-I-C-K, Mike Indigo, Charlie Kilo, and Mick's in Maryville. Maryville Mick. I like it. Kind of rolls off the tongue.
That is the biggest of the radios, for sure. Mick, I apologize for that. I should have remembered that, but old age is creeping up on me quickly, so I've got you in the log. 73s.
Alrighty, my friend, I appreciate you out there logging and taking the time to help us out, and for you being a part of the Monroe County Amateur Radio Emergency Service. Both of y'all, for that matter. You guys have a good evening, and I got to go spend some time with the XYL as it's her birthday. So I am out. I'll be QRT, KK6, OKU, 7-3.
73s, Mike. Wish her a happy birthday. Great you made it home, and good to hear you out there again. KB4TV, clear and monitoring.
KB4TV and 4PD.
And for POD, KB4TV, go ahead.
First of all, great job. Second of all, you figure out how to save and email that off to us.
See, I knew there'd be a catch to this thing. I know I need to close the net, and then I've got to do something else. I don't remember what that is. How about a refresher course, my friend?
Sure. So you just go to File, and then Save Check-ins as, once you close the net. You can go ahead and close it first if you want to.
And I'm going to assume that's date and time, or date and all that good stuff.
So when you, if I can keep my foot on the pedal here. So when you go to File, Save Check-ins as, it'll automatically generate a file name that says check-ins on blah, blah, blah. Well, it's pretty hard to find this folder unless you're really literate with finding hidden folders. So you may want to change it to like your documents directory or your desktop, some place where you can normally go find files when you go to attach them. If you just change it to say documents, then you can go to in the front of that, before where it says check-ins on, just put MCARES and an underscore. It'll have the time and date on it.
And off it went. Hit the wrong button. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on.
Yeah, you can do it again. Just like I said, go to File, and then go to Save Check-ins As, and it should open up a little browser type thing where it generated a file name automatically. And then just like I said, click on either Desktop or Documents or Downloads. One of those places where you know where you can find it. And then before you click Save, if you click where the file name is, and it's highlighted like in blue or whatever, hit Home, and then that'll put the cursor at the front of it. You could just put MCARES in there, MCARES, and an underscore right in front of the word check-ins.
Yeah, I've got the MCARES underscore check-ins on today's date, blah, blah, blah. And I've got that going to my log file, so it should be pretty easy to find since the other one is in there. So let me give her a shot and see what it looks like. Actually, the one I just did a minute ago was in there. So, hey, maybe I might have done something right once. Stand by.
Yeah, not a problem. N4PD.
Great Big Radio. Jeff, I just wanted to say thank you for the that info on the antenna. Definitely think I'm going to get that one. Of course, they have an 80-meter version as well, but I got to look at some specs or whatever first. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later. KE0GBR.
Oh, no problem, Mick. Are you looking at the ARRL one, or are you looking at the PAR NFEDs?
I went to the ARRL and looked at that one, and then followed the link to the actual manufacturer, which is overseas. But yeah, they've got that same kit, but with a coil extension that you can put at the end to give you 80-meter coverage as well. But I don't know. Definitely looking at that one that you mentioned, because it looks pretty easy. Anyway, I do appreciate it, and yeah, I'll let you get back with your QSO with him, and you have a good evening.
Yeah, and there's a lot of videos on how to do it too. Like I said, I know the ARRL started carrying those because they're a really good antenna. And that's the 40-meter version, so it meets your requirements. Like I said, it was about 64 foot. I think it's 64 foot 6 inches or something like that. The one I have is the long one. So the advantage to the 80-meter version, of course, the long 80-meter version, is you get more of the bands. Like I can get 10 through 80, and the only band I don't get is 60 in between. So that includes like 12 and 17 and stuff like that, 30 meters, which I like to run a lot of those bands. But I mean, you know, you got limited space. 10, 15, 20, and 40 are the big ones that get you on the main band. So, you know. Well, good luck with it, Mick. I know your voice isn't in the best shape, so you don't have to come back to me. But good luck, man, and hopefully everything will get better here soon. And for pity. His voice has been bad. He got some upper.
N4 POD, KV4 TV.
This is Mike over here in Lenore City. If you're looking for antennas, get something like what I've got. I've got the Chameleon Ecom 2 NFED. It covers 6 through 160. Yeah, and of course you have to have a tuner to go tuner with it. I think you said you're going to get a tuner for your radio. And if you want to look at it, go to the HRO website, go over into the products, click on the products and go down to the discontinued and go down there, scroll down the page. It's on the right-hand side. It's about $120 or something like that. That's a real good antenna. It's one that I've had for quite a while. So just something else. Take care, my friend. We'll talk later. K4MJF.
Yeah, who do I need to send this to? You and Mike? Roger, Roger. Well, if you don't get it, you know where to find me, so don't hesitate to call and complain to the sender. And for POD, this is KB4TV. I'm going to be clearing out. I'll email these out and get them to you in 73s. Jeff, have a great evening. It's good talking to you.